morning mist above a mountain drifted over the bamboo sea like a veil of gauze. Zhang Xiufan shouldered his firewood knife and stepped into the depths of the bamboo forest. After 3 years, he had long memorized the distribution of the black-jointed bamboo. But he never expected to cross paths with a gray-furred monkey this day. As his knife was about to fall, a pine cone struck his forehead with a thud. He looked up to see a monkey hanging upside down from a bamboo branch. It was clutching pine cones and laughing uncontrollably. The monkey's fur was gray and lustrous. Its tail coiled around the bamboo trunk like a steel whip. Its bright black eyes sparkled with mischief. Senior sister, Zhang Xiufan thought it was Tianlinger playing a trick, but he only received a second pine cone to the head. The monkey shrieked Chi-Chi, grabbing another pine cone and aiming for the back of his head. Zhang Xiufan dodged left and right. His knife struck the bamboo joints and sparked. But no matter how he shook the bamboo, the monkey hung steadily. It even mimicked his swinging motions to mock him. That day, he returned downhill with 7 or 8 bumps on his head. He was unable to swallow his food. Yet too ashamed to admit being teased by a monkey, he stammered in response to Tianlinger's questions. Tianlinger was too sharp to miss the bruise behind his ear. She planted her hands on her hips and laughed. It must be that monkey from the back mountain. Senior sister will teach it a lesson with you tomorrow. The next morning, she wore a red dress that fluttered like flames. Her amber Zhuling glowed warmly in the morning light. As they entered the bamboo forest, the mist had not yet lifted. Dewdrops reflected tiny shards of light on the bamboo leaves. Zhang Xiufan gripped his knife and walked toward their usual spot. When a familiar cackle sounded from above, the gray monkey was perched on the highest bamboo branch. Its tail curled around a string of pine cones like a child clutching candy. With a soft rebuke, Tianlinger sent the Zhuling coiling toward the monkey like a living thing. But the creature was incredibly cunning. It dropped vertically from the branch and hooked its limbs around the bamboo trunk. It darted and leaped through the forest until it vanished into the depths. Chase! Tianlinger soared ahead on her silk. Zhang Xiufan stumbled after her on the ground. The bamboo forest was as dense as a barrier. The black-jointed bamboo stems scraped his cheeks. After an unknown time, the path suddenly opened. A cliff loomed before them. Below lay a deep valley thick with pine and cypress forests. Mist surged like ocean waves. Taking advantage, the monkey leaped off the cliff. Its claws hooked onto pine branches to swing into the valley. Tianlinger pulled Zhang Xiufan onto the Zhuling. They plummeted downward. In the howling wind, Zhang Xiufan experienced flight for the first time. He felt the softness of Tianlinger's waist. He inhaled the fragrance of her hair mixed with the smell of bamboo. In the deep valley, dappled tree shadows flickered. The monkey vaulted onto cycad trees and dived into thickets. It LED'd into a clearing. At its center, a jade-green pond was embedded in a sea of rocks. Water flowed west into a stream. In the pond's stone pile, a 3-foot-long black rod jutted diagonally from the water. It was wrapped in faint black tea. As Tianlinger urged the Zhuling closer to the monkey, Zhang Xiufan suddenly felt a dizzying spin. His internal organs churned as if inverted. A metallic taste rose in his throat. He staggered. The deep purple bloodthirst begifted by Pushi burned hot against his chest. A warm current shielded his heart. When he looked up, Tianlinger's face was deathly pale. The Emperor Zhuling was out of control. They crashed to the pond's edge. Senior sister, Zhang Xiufan scrambled to her side. He found her unconscious. When he turned, the gray monkey was lying by the rocks. It was clutching its stomach and whining. Fighting nausea, he picked up the monkey. He suddenly noticed the beads change. The deep purple had faded to a pale hue. Cyan qi surged inside like a living thing. The Buddhist Wan symbols flickered dimly. far weaker than when they first appeared in Songyu village 3 years ago. The pond water suddenly would. A whirlpool opened like a beast's maw. The black rod burst forth. Ancient runes carved into its surface glowed dimly. At nearly the same time, the bloodthirst bead erupted in cyan light. The one symbols cracked. Zhang Xiufan flashed back to Puji's dying words. If you face danger, throw this bead into a deep valley. But it was too late. Cyan Qi coiled around his arm like a snake. The black rod rushed at him in a tide of black qi. The moment the two artifacts collided, the sky seemed to darken. Zhang Xiufan was sent flying over 10 feet. Blood trickled from his 7 orifices. Yet the rod and bead clung to his palm. Cyan and black qi wrestling like giant pythons. He tried to shake them off but couldn't. His lifeblood poured into the bloodthirst bead through his arm. His Dafen Banruo technique crumbled before the icy qi. His meridians burned as if scorched by fire. He screamed as he fell into the clearing by the pond. Nausea overwhelmed him again, this time with no warm current to protect him. Cracks appeared in his palm, blood seeping out to form a droplet. It fell onto the junction of the two artifacts. The cyan and black qi gradually stiffened. The blood spread like ivy up the rod's tip. Their once hostile auras began to merge. After an unknown time, a soft click sounded. The two became one. A dark cyan rod with a coagulated blood stain at the joint, like dark red ember. As Zhang Xiufan lost consciousness, his last sight was Tiang Linger struggling toward him, the gray monkey clutching the rod and chattering. The pond water now dyed dark red. Fallen leaves wilted instantly upon touching the surface. 3 days later, in front of Dolphin Mountain's Shujing Hall, Tiang Bai stood with his hands behind his back, eyeing the gray monkey on Zhang Xiufan's shoulder. Is this the beast causing trouble? Tiang Linger hurriedly recounted chasing the monkey into the valley, and their mysterious coma. Su Ru stepped forward to feel their pulses. It seems like they fell victim to the valley's miasma. Yet there's also Buddhist true qi protecting them. Zhang Xiufan kept his head down, the sensation of the rod in his palm still vivid, but dared not speak of the bloodthirst beast's transformation. Zhang Xiufan often felt dizzy. His firewood knife slipped from his grasp repeatedly, coinciding with 6th senior brother Du Bishu breaking through to the 4th level of Taiji Xianqing Dao. Tiang Bai assigned kitchen duties to Zhang Xiufan. On his first day cooking, he sweated profusely in the kitchen, nearly spilling a pan of burnt bamboo shoots. But Tiang Linger exclaimed after taking a bite, "It's better than 6 brothers." Song Darren gave a thumbs up. Even Tiang Bai ate an extra half bowl of rice. From then on, the kitchen became his little world. One winter afternoon, Zhang Xiufan napped under a pine tree. He saw Little Gray tiptoeing toward the Huang the dog. The Huang was dozing in the sun with a meat bone in its paw. The Huang bared its teeth at first, but upon smelling the fragrance, its tail wagged furiously, allowing Little Gray to stroke his head and pick lice. As the trio enjoyed the peaceful moment, 2 streaks of white light pierced the sky. Zhang Xiufan's breath hitched. A long-forgotten sadness welled up from his heart. At the sight of a lonely silhouette, Jinyu, he stood, his voice hoarse. The youth started, spinning around with wide eyes, his mouth opening and closing before finally whispering the only words that mattered. "Xiaofan,